I'm done with Siskin. So it's my last day.
Does that make you sad?
I had a lot of fun. I did a lot of fun things. Before I even realized it was my last day, I was gonna play Mighty Pups with William and Jude. But it was my last day when I thought about that.
Yes, sir.
The pregnancy, it was pretty easy, I would say, till about 23 weeks and 4 days. Everything was rocking along. I was doing appointments every 2 weeks at my primary OBGYN and then at the high-risk place. Things were moving along. Then it was a Wednesday, April 2nd, and I was having a little bit of spotting, and I went in and they sent me immediately to the hospital. We got over some hurdles there, and then I was in the hospital for almost a month on bed rest. The last thing I remember is the NICU, one of the NICU ladies came in and said, "We're gonna take care of you," and then I was out. After that, I woke up in recovery. Tanner showed up in time for them to be born.
So the boys are born and immediately they go into the isolate tubes when they're wheeling them off to the NICU.
In those first 4 days, Thatcher did have a blood transfusion. I know they were messing with different medications and things like that. Generally in the first week of life, usually between days 5 and 10 maybe, they do a scan of their brains, and that's when we noticed that there were brain bleeds.
Miles is 4 years old. He's my only child. It's just me and him right now. It's been like that since the day he was born. He's very, very silly. He's very smart. And I noticed a change in him when he was 2 years old. I noticed, I was like, okay, he do things a little different when he was in daycare. And that's when I knew like something wasn't right with my son. Like he was just a little different. So I went to the doctor. I reached out to early intervention. They came to the house. They did a little couple tests, got to know Miles, and they diagnosed him with developmental delay. Since then, early intervention, we've been taken off, and they introduced us to Siskins. And he's been in Siskins since 3rd birthday. So he's been here for 2 years now.
The hardest thing for any parent is to watch your children walk through these gates and going, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen, right? And with Siskin, it was immediate. As soon as we walked in, met with the teachers, met with the administrators, met with all the nurses and everybody who would be involved in Braden and Thatcher's lives, there was a comfort and there was a trust level that I think is unique. That is something that is hard to find, and as a parent it is just an amazing thing to know that when your children walk through that gate that they're cared for, they're loved, and that they're going to come out better.
It was one of those things, it was, as the saying goes, one of those hills I was going to die on. I wanted him to go to Siskin because there's not another great place where they could both be in the same room together and learn from each other.
When we came to Siskins, we met with a pediatrician. They recommend that he get OT and speech, and it's just been a big change ever since he been going here. My family and friends, they notice a change interacting with Miles. He'll come up and say, "Hey, I'm Miles." And they be like, he wasn't talking like 2 years ago. He's just a different kid since he been going to Siskins, and everyone see the change. That's when me and him started getting real close. And he was like, "Oh, you get me now. Like, oh, you're mom now." Like, hearing him say mom the first time was like, oh my God. Like, I was just waiting on it. And he was just like, I came to class. He was in class 113. And I walked in, he said, "Mom." That's my first time hearing him say mom. Cause I was worried about, like, he wouldn't know who I was, but he knew they taught him who I was. Like, she got a name, her name Mom. This is Miles' second home. He knows it. We drive by it on the weekends. He's like, "Oh, that's cool." They gave me hope. Gave me like, okay, this is manageable. This can be done.
I think I love Siskin for lots of reasons, but it's a community. It's a family. Everybody is invested there. It's not just some place to drop off your kid. The level of care and the level of love for your kids is so high at Siskin. And I could talk all day long about how they've been great for Thatcher with his different abilities. I could talk equally all day long how great they've been for Braden. But the fact that they can do that together, and they don't see anything different. You know, Siskin is not just a place that certain kids go to, or certain demographics go to, or healthy kids go to. It's for anybody.
Butterfinger.